Hi, this is Eric Prystowsky. Welcome to another segment of EP on EP. This is a really special segment for me because I get the honor of introducing the world, our world, to our new CEO, Pat Blake. So, Pat, welcome to the Society and welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us today.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
I'm sure what our members are going to know is, who is this person? What did she do before? So why don't you give us some of your background on medical organizations and the work you've done.
I will do that, Eric. Thank you for having me. I'm delighted to be introduced by you. The journey here has been a little bit long and windy and quite exciting. I actually started my medical career in the associations at the Academy of Neurology in Minneapolis. I'm originally from Michigan, moved to Minneapolis to work for the American Academy of Neurology. I was there for 6 years, had an absolute plethora of different jobs there. So I was involved with HR, I had IT, I had education, I had membership. I had a boss who gave me the opportunity to do many, many different things. And that prepared me then to become CEO. So I moved to Chicago and became the CEO for the Emergency Nurses Association. I was there for 3.5 years. That again was very much a learning experience. A new CEO learns so many things they don't know, and that was a great experience. But then I was recruited to become the CEO for the American Society for Gastrointestinal Endoscopy. That was a particularly rich learning experience because ASG had been managed by a company in Boston, and they wanted to go standalone and moved to Chicago. So they wanted to hire an experienced CEO to do that. So I had the opportunity to be actually the first employee of ASGE, even though the association was 60 years old. And I was able to grow that staff and build a building and do all those things, worked with them for 17 years. Enjoyed it. Internal medicine is wonderful, so we'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But that gave me the opportunity to become a seasoned CEO. And when this opportunity to possibly become the CEO for HRS came up, I was very excited, very interested, and I am so delighted to actually be here today talking to you.
Well, we're delighted. I wasn't part of, it's ironic that I'm interviewing you because I was part of the original team, the search committee that brought in James Youngblood, and so here I am now.
Excellent.
My hair's a lot grayer, but I'm here welcoming the new CEO. That's a wonderful background to get to hear because we're also an independent organization. I know that you haven't jumped in yet, and you will very soon. But I know you, just from talking to you before, you've done a lot of deep looking into us. So what are the things you would tell the members kind of right away that you see as a vision, as a starting point, and things you want to do?
I think probably one of the most important things that the members should understand is that this organization is really well run. It's very obvious from my perspective that the foundation is deep, that the membership is engaged, that the mission is solid, the vision is there, and that James and his team have done an excellent job running this organization for many years. I'm honored to come in to follow that. It's a gift for a new CEO to come in to have that kind of foundation. It allows me to bring my experience, a different lens. We all have different lenses, so I can see a different lens. But it allows me to continue with the continuity and also just to bring new things as well. I remember saying to the search committee that I think I'm just enough the same and just enough different to be the right CEO for Heart Rhythm Society.
So the members are going to obviously think to themselves, now, she's been with the neurons, she's been with the nurses, she's been with the gastroenterologist, so why us? I mean, you were doing really well. There must have been something you saw as an exciting new opportunity, or you would have, because I'm sure they were very sorry to see you go. So what is it that caught your imagination?
I think I actually enjoy growth. And I think HRS is poised. There's been a really good growth pattern for many years. But I think HRS is also poised to take the next step. I want to be part of that next step. I want to work with the leadership and the members to take that next step for HRS. I believe that the opportunities are really there. I think that's true in terms of growing our members, looking at the diversity of our membership and how we enhance that and grow that. I think that from a global perspective, it looks like there's a lot of opportunity with collaborations, and so much has already been done, and yet so much can be enhanced with that area. So I'm very excited about that. I have the opportunity to work on a new strategic plan with the leadership, and it's a perfect opportunity, and that was really part of the plan. The HRS leadership understood that a new CEO, one really good thing for them to do and be involved in initially is to help develop a strategic plan. That's a deep look at the organization. And so for myself and the staff and the leadership, that's a time to pause, step back, think, reflect, and look forward. That's a great platform for a new CEO to come into. So I'm really excited about the timing of that, and being able to be involved in that process.
So tell me, just from your vast experience, just in the organizations, what do you think the headwinds might be? Even not even just HRS, but you were already seeing, I'm sure, headwinds in your own organization. Those headwinds are usually there for all of us. What do you think the challenges are going to be, Pat, that you're going to have to work on in the next few years?
I think so. A couple of things that are important. I think I understand the internal medicine world. I understand ABIM. I understand ROC, CPT, all the reimbursement activities.
That's actually quite important. That's been a major problem in our field for
Yes.
years. We seem to be a stepchild to the ACC, and I think I'm not overstepping. I didn't mean fun, that comment.
No.
So you know what I mean, though.
I
So
do.
that is
I
really
do.
important. Those are issues that you've obviously fought for in your own
I
organization.
have. They're important. They're deep, and they shape how our members are going to deal with the future. I think it's incumbent on professional associations to try to lead the charge and to really try to make inroads. And those are, as you know, those are very difficult inroads.
Yes.
You're fighting upstream all of the time,
Exactly.
and we are a subspecialty. And that makes it even more challenging, and we understand that, and trying to make sure that we understand our lane and that we really protect our members' interests is really critical. And that's something that I understand. It's something that we all will work on together. But I think that's important. That's a headwind, and we know that. We know
Right.
the whole ABIM, the winds are shifting. There's a
Right.
lot going on with that, and
Right.
that way too much for this first interview, but we'll get into that, I'm sure,
But I'm glad
another
you're-
time.
No, I think the members are going to be very happy to hear that you know about that, because it's been a point of contention in
Very
our
difficult.
membership with this whole MOC, the whole
It's very difficult.
whole ABIM
Yes.
weight on the field of
Yes.
internal medicine. So
Yes.
thank you for understanding that, because I can promise you that's been one of the things the members have been concerned about.
And I really do see there's, I wouldn't say a light at the end of the tunnel, that's too optimistic, but I
Right.
really do think that there is starting to be some movement in different directions than same old, same old. So, and it's not just this specialty, it's many other specialties that are saying this enough is enough, and let's see what we can do differently. So that's a long road, but it's an important road, and I
Right.
think, we'll be on this journey together. I
Right.
mean, that's part of what we'll do. So I think that's important. I'm really excited about getting to know the different constituencies of membership, because in this organization we obviously have the electrophysiologists and we have the allied groups. There's a conversation about who's the whole team. Who is the team, the heart rhythm team?
Right.
It's the techs and social workers and the nurses and the PAs and all of the team. Who are those people, and how do we need to work together? Can we work together in a different way? Can HRS be sort of a hub of that? Many specialties, many organizations, they all have their own specialty societies, and I understand that. But as a team, that doesn't help teamwork necessarily.
Right.
So, can we enhance that? Should we enhance that? What does that look like? I think those are going to be part of the strategic conversations.
So since I probably will not be at the strategic committee this go round, I'll throw one thing in there
All right.
that has not, it's been mentioned by obvious but not by name, which is patience. So I think if I had to, as an old timer in the organization who've been there since actually the beginning, I think we've tried many times, but we've not quite gotten what we want to be the go-to site for the patient. So I'm hoping with your background and your knowledge, you're going to work on that.
I will work on that, Eric, but I have to say that one of the challenges is now that there's so much direct-to-consumer
Yes.
conversations
Yes.
with people other than professional societies, that I think it's very difficult sometimes for professional societies to get their foot in the door almost with
Right.
patients, because the noise is very, very loud watching TV.
that is true.
So I think that's a challenge. I do think it's important to have an up-to-date, robust patient portal or patient access. I
Good.
also think it's really important, though, that we collaborate with other patient groups, because our focus isn't just patients. I mean, ultimately it is.
Right.
If someone would say to me, who's your customer? which is
The
kind of an
patient.
odd way. Of course,
Yeah,
it
but
is the
it's the patient,
patients.
sure.
And who is your customer? It's the patients.
Right.
But part of the strength of a professional medical association is that we work through our members to get to the ultimate customer, or the consumer, or the patient. So I think it's important that collaboration is a major piece of that. We cannot do it alone. I really do believe that it's beyond most medical professional societies to do it alone. Can we partner? Can we be more effective? Yes, we can. Can we provide better tools to the Heart Rhythm team to help patients? Yes, I think we can do all those things. And I'll look forward to, again, that's why the strategic plan is so exciting, because that's part of what we'll be doing.
So that's why I put my little 2 cents
I
in.
know, that was good. I appreciate that. I guess it won't be the last time I'll hear your 2 cents, I hope.
Well,
so.
I hope not. But listen, this has been a wonderful opening interview. I hope we'll have a chance to get you back on here in the future. I'm very excited
Thank you.
personally, but also for the society. I think whoever was on the search committee just got it right.
Thank
And
you.
you're going to do a wonderful job. You're enthusiastic. You've got a great background. Welcome to the world
Thank
of
you.
electrophysiologists.
I appreciate that. Thank you very
Okay.
much.